We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mounties and the Cobras. Don, the man, gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Jerome Terry. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of, so now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
In now, Jermaine Albright. He'll get to take his first cuts here. As a look, now the pitch.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And again a throw, and the runner back. And he misses again, 2-0.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
Terry gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Popped him up. Landry over to his left, one away.
That is third. The shortstop, Jason Downing.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Downing, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right is there, 2 down.
That is good. The left fielder,
So here's the cleanup hitter, Keith Clark. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. The 1-1. Misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Ready with the payoff pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That is good. The second baseman,
standing in, J.J. Miles, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Here's the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Miles is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Salinas will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Mark Lacey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. 2-2. Full count. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, and that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Greg English. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
1 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Sean McKee. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Runners on first with one down. There he goes. A pitch out. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
2-0 count. The pitch. Paul Taylor would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-0 pitch.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these ups have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul Taylor, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. Now the 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So coming to the plate, Hack Stevenson.
For Canada, the right fielder, Hack Stevenson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Good battle. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate now, Spud Wallace. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ball and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Standing in now, Billy Flowers. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Fouled away. And another foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Here now the 2-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Alexi Salinas. He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Last half of the second set to go, and stepping in the long ball threat, Kevin Landry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
To the plate now, Brad Benton. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 261 the average coming into action here. A dozen home runs and 33 driven in. Ball 1. Hot shot to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Now in the box, Buford Christian. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. 0-2, here it comes. Ball 1, well below the zone. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. A ball that's carrying. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of the slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Into the box, Michael Wright, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Two out here and a runner at second. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The pitcher.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Stepping in now, Don the Man, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
1-0, here it is. Ball 2 now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
The set and the 2-0.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
To 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either of them.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jerome Terry. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Runs up and gets this one down. And he will smartly swipe that ball away in foul territory, so we likely won't see the bunt again now with 2 strikes. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
50th pitch of the game on its way.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Another 1-2 delivery.
That's ball 3. Correct count, 2-2.
And it's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
High in the air out to center field. McKee is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Into the box now, Jermaine Albright. First offering on its way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Lays off, 2-2 now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Downing. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Dirty, but he's back in safely. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
In now, Keith Clark, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. The average sits at 294, 8 home runs, and 32 driven in. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-0 pitch on the way. Scorched to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Mississippi is on top here, 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Mark Lacey. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Digging in for his second at-bat, Greg English. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Now batting, Sean McKee. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit out towards second. Reined in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Stepping up now, Paul Taylor, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Looking at his career totals, Taylor is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Striding in, J.J. Miles. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He was really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Into the box now, Pat Stevenson, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, Spud.
Now with the plate, Spud Wallace, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Ready with the 0-1. Line drive to center field. McKee is right there, 1 down. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So digging in now, Billy Flowers, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1 if not both of them home, as he arrives at second without a play as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
At the plate now, Alexi Salinas, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Second and third here, 1 man out. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1 and 2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
Fouled off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and it's in time to get him. But they do grab the lead on the run that scored away from the play.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jerome Terry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You've got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
One and two. Here it is. Ground ball left side. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Canada leads this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Kevin Landry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The catcher, Kevin Landry.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as we are all knotted up at 2.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Standing in now, Brad Benton, as he rips it on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
To the plate now, Buford Christian. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Christian is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in the midst of his 20th major league campaign. Pretty remarkable. Almost 2 full decades playing at the highest level.
Yeah, he has seen it all. I don't know if he's old school, new school, middle school, whatever the case may be. He's seen an influx of all different types of players, all different mindsets, how to hit, how to pitch. This guy has officially seen it all.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 4.
Stepping into the box, Michael Wright. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. First and second here with nobody out. Popped him up. Albright is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now back, The pitcher, John Dumbhead.
The pitcher, Don the Man, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Mark Lacy.
Stepping in, Mark Lacy. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count now. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The set and the 2-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Popped up. Miles is there for it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We played 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jermaine Albright. The pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he's safe.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
So now to the plate, Jason Downing. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Home. It was an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
As a look, now the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. One there. On to first, a double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Stepping into the box, Keith Clark. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2 ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
2 out, nobody on. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The count now at 2-1.
One strike.
fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now, looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. One ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission.
Taylor has got it, and the side is retired. Marty Melancon takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Marty Melancon.
Now at the plate, Greg English.
Leading off for the Cobras, the second baseman, Greg English.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 3-1. He swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Just hung in there on that one. The next 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8 pitches back. Finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Ready with the 1-1. There goes the runner. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. A 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
In now, Paul Taylor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old two-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Landry. From the stretch.
1-0.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
2-0 now.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike one.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistent.
A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Barry Sneed takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. At the plate, J.J. Miles will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Pat Stevenson.
Into the box now, Hack Stevenson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Ball and a strike.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it and didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
At the plate, Spud Wallace. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. It's fouled away. None out, runners at first and second. Line drive, base hit to right. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Billy Flowers, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he got him. So a big out there is now a ground ball. Could even get him out of this thing, still tied.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Giancarlo Florival will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Giancarlo Florival.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. On the season, Florival is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Down the first baseline. Scooped up to second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Wandy Pena enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Wandy Pena.
Digging in now, Brad Benton.
For Mississippi, the first baseman, Brad Benton.
First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Reined in. And that's out number one.
Now back, left fielder, Buford.
Digging in to try it again. Buford Christian. First pitch on its way. Towards second. And quickly, there are two away.
The right fielder, number 4.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Wright. First pitch coming, here it is. Popped him up. Flowers is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Seventh inning ready to roll, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Jerome Terry. In there, no balls and a strike. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A little roller toward the hole, Gonna be a tough play on to first. And how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? One away.
Jermaine Albright.
Standing in, Jermaine Albright. In there, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Ready for another shot now, Jason Downing. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Keith Clark is in with two away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike. Inside and low, 2-1.
Count to 2-1.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that misses, ball four, so it's first and second now with two out.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
2-1 to count. The set and the 2-1. Two men are on with two men out. Still 2-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and two men left on. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. And we are tied 2-2. Jonathan Atkins is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. Late square, and this is popped up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in, Mark Lacey, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Hit out towards second, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Greg English.
At the plate now, Greg English. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. The 1-0 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening, ball two. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. Well, this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number two.
Now batting, center fielder,
So striding in, Sean McKee. First pitch coming, here it is. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Hit out towards second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Ed Robinson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So striding forward now, Hack Stevenson. Here's a line drive out to left center, and this is going to get down for a leadoff base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's in safely at third, as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Now batting, the catcher.
Into the box, Billy Flowers, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Glenn Suarez will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. And no swing apparently, ball 1. A man at third with 1 away. Bounce it to the left side. And that's the second out. Now at the plate, Jerome Terry. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch on the ground to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mounties on top 3-2. Darrell Pickett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Paul Taylor.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Pickett has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing, 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly, he comes out with an attitude, and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
Now to the plate, Kevin Landry. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And now pitch on the way. Brad Benton is on deck. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The first baseman, number 9, Brad.
So a big moment here in standing in Brad Benton. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. One and one the count. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Edwin Miles will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Miles.
And this one's in the dirt. No movement on base. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Sellers hits a little over the 270 mark. 2-0 count. Here it comes. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jason Lee is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. David Laffey is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Howie Robinson is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Jermaine Albright.
Jermaine Albright, your attention please. Now
the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Now playing first base, number 15, David Laffey.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. 1-1, here it comes. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Jason Downing, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Standing in now, Keith Clark. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
Ball
2-0 now.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now a throw over to first. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Left fielder looking up, still going back. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, home run number 9 on the year, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, any insurance run you could put on the board this late in the game feels like 2 runs. That's how important they are. They're up 3 now and only need 3 more outs to end this one. See if they can close the deal.
Now batting, the second baseman.
At the plate, J.J. Miles, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And he fouls this one off. Still only 1 out in the inning. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And the pitch. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch is laid off, and the count runs full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Robinson will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, Right fielder.
Ready for another chance? Hack Stevenson. He's 2 for 3 thus far. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike one. Fouled off. Here it comes, 0-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. Luis Morales. If the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Michael Wright. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just... squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
In now, David Laffey, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hopped up. Flowers moving to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mark Lacey. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Brian Bledsoe will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 17. Brian Bledsoe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Bledsoe rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they now trail by only 2.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knot.
Well, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped out.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. To third. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him.
Oh, man, this looked like it was going to be a fantastic play, and then he just blows the throw. Loved the effort, but a good throw would have gotten him. Got to make the whole play for it to count.
Sean McKee is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses. Here at strike 1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
The next 0-2. Hit softly on the ground to first. And they'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away. Manny Rodriguez takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Riding in once again, Paul Taylor. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends. And it's a base hit, and we are tied here in the ninth.
Boy, Giro, talk about the definition of clutch coming up in the ninth and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom in the ninth inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
Kevin Landry is at the plate as he watches ball one. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Hit hard to third. And it's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
C.J. Dunn will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Ball game! So a 3-run shot to left center. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
Here now is our final line score. First for your